Hi, Jody. I really appreciated the quote that you took from our text stating that two people reading or hearing the same words can hear, understand, or interpret in totally different ways. I think that you really hit the nail on the head, stating, like in politics, how people can hear two different things. I know that even in meetings that I sit in with my principal, and my principal will say that something, and people will ask questions, and we can walk away and we still all heard a different interpretation or interpreted something differently. There's even been times where I've sat in a meeting prior to a professional development with one of my principals, and we were planning and we tried to touch on those areas where people would maybe misinterpret or misunderstand or try to find a hole in what was being stated because, like you mentioned, we know what their background is, and we all come with so many different um, backgrounds to learning and to education and what we think is appropriate or inappropriate or how things should be done. And so communicating effectively certainly makes a big difference. I really appreciated that you brought out the point of in large group discussions being over prepared and being the facilitator. I think as I've continued to read our text, it's just been very clear that anything we're doing as a literacy coach is really what we should have already been doing in our classrooms, which is using best practices. And so when you mentioned being over prepared, I think that's what I always look for with a professional development is that somebody that's using those best practices, allowing us to have opportunities to work with the material that we're learning and to really digest it and talk about it and reflect on that through those times that we're having either planning times or professional development. So I appreciated those two key points that you shared, and I think that those are really important, especially moving forward as we are working into doing literacy coaching. So thank you for sharing your thoughts.